Now, before we get out of here, because I got to go to work pretty soon, and you guys can keep talking if you want, but
No, I
want to talk about Terrence Howard.
I love Terrence Howard.
Me too. And I love him more the more I read about the shit he is getting into. And I don't know why people, I think this narrative of is he okay or is there something wrong with him? Like, is that what people said about Einstein and all these other people? Probably, you're right. But we got to stop doing that shit to people who think the way he thinks. Because some of the shit, like I was looking up his patents. He's got a patent on like a new airplane that's supposed to be like way more efficient and like safer and shit than airplanes. He's got all types of shit. But the thing about the 1x1 thing, I'm still trying to get into.
Actually, it was but that was fair.
But then go 2x1.
Huh?
But then they explain it to me in 2x1.
No,
that's exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. The system is flawed. And what we think is the only reason why we're going there and saying, explain to me what 2x1 is because they're saying it equals to 2. So what he's saying is, look, if this is wrong, if this foundation is wrong, then all of it's wrong and it needs to be revamped. And I was sitting there, I was like, that's fair.
Yeah, but if you go 2x1 and you say it's then 3, that would just be addition. And then we wouldn't need.
But we only know it's addition because that's what we chose to call it, and that's green because someone told us it's green. It just means I think he's just saying, look, we've done well with this system here, but it's flawed in a certain way,
and it's held us back,
and it's holding us back from getting to where we need to get. And I thought that was the beauty of it to me. And I just think that
you don't believe in science.
Listen, no, it's not true.
He doesn't believe in science.
It's not true. We had this thing, John. You wasn't here about the planets crashing together, and we kind of gave Josh. We kind of messed with Josh with it a little bit.
Every science thing I bring up, you have no interest in science.
This is my issue with science, Josh. This is my issue.
Please tell us.
5 years later, they be like, yeah, we were wrong.
Yeah, that's science.
No. That's not science. That's actually not science to me. When they can actually prove the theory 1,000 different ways, then I'm into it. But when they just suggest something and then we're supposed to take it as being true, I struggle with that. I was like, hey, let it go through a trial period. Just kind of like Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce won't put all the fancy new shit that's in all the other cars. They waiting for that to become a staple in cars prior to them putting it into their automobiles. And that's what I'm into. Take your time.
So there's a thing called
non-innovation. Okay,
there's a thing called hypotenuse, right? What is your hypotenuse? It is, what is your thought? What is your idea?
Your theory.
So science, along with everything else, is constantly evolving.
Yes.
So you're finding newer and newer things.
Right.
What he means is 1 times itself should equal something, right? Or $1 and $1. $1 times $1 equals what?
Ain't that true?
$2.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. He said, if it works there, it should work here. It shouldn't be what that is. Second, when
but then again,
we don't know if he has
times $1.
He has a patent on a new airplane.
Yeah.
Now they have to take that, figure out, put it together, and prove that can now be considered an airplane. That could be his idea is why he has a patent on it, but he hasn't made it yet. Okay, so you can get certain things. That's why he said the reason he lost out on AI is because he didn't pay the patent office to keep his patent
active
out of the free source, out of the free source world. So all of them took that information, he said, and added to, since it was part of free source, open source, everybody was able to grab it. So there's some technology that comes with solar panels that are open source that have been created by James Cameron and his crew that they put out. Anybody can do it. You can buy it. You can build it. It only helps us all if you build these things according to what our patents say. Now, as far as I'm going to say it, he, being Terrence Howard, was an engineer that's also an actor. He also taught himself how to play the guitar. and other instruments by himself. And not only does he play the guitar, he plays it upside down. So in the movie Best Man, that's him really playing and how he taught himself. So he's like Prince. Prince taught himself how to play 27 instruments. Didn't go to class to learn how to do it. How does that sound? That sounds that's an A, that's a C, that's a D flat, and boom. And if I hit this and hit this at the same time, I can get my fingers to move this way. That's part of their genius.
So is Terrence Howard a genius?
I think he is.
There you go.
But this is the deal. I think he's a genius. I think he articulates exactly what it is in a believable way. Once you hear Terrence Howard speak, you do not feel, oh, he sounds better than a scientist, and he's explaining it with a great smile, so he delivers it well too. See, that's that Jehovah's Witness stuff I'm telling you.
So what's the guy, the other black
Neil deGrasse?
Why won't he return?
That's Terrence what he said.
Yeah, that's what Terrence Howard said on one of these talk shows, is that he will not return one of his calls.
Who does he think he is? That he could just talk to Neil, talk to him. I don't have to keep talking to him. I'm Neil,
right? But you would think that would be like, let's share information. Let's go to the next level.
You would think that Tesla and fucking... what's his bitch ass? Edison. God, I hate Edison. Yeah. But you would think they would get along and make a better world for everybody too. But Edison tried to smash him at every chance that he got and destroyed that motherfucker.
That's King of the Hill. It's a
everything he's saying goes against Neil deGrasse's theories and what Neil deGrasse's talking about. So all it's going to be is like
I don't know if
a headbutting series because
well, he did because the people he referenced, Neil also
now that's true.
He didn't like their following or believe it in the same way. This is the deal. It's John Wooden said it. You can disagree, but don't be disagreeable, right? So there's a great thing if you ever come to Los Angeles and you want to do something, you go to the Griffith Observatory, and there's a show there in the dome called Center of the Universe. Okay, Griffith Observatory, Center of the Universe. In this unbelievable visual storytelling, there was a guy in Italy that said the world was round and we weren't the center of the universe, the sun was. Do you know before he said it, there were about 12 other people murdered for saying it because it went against the church and the idea that the earth was the center of the universe and everything was revolving around this until he had his hypotenuse and came in and said, well, listen, as I'm watching this, it seems that it makes sense that this earth is a globe and we're rotating around the sun. It makes sense. And the reason it makes sense is because those stars are still there in the same spot no matter the time of the year, right? You're not going to look up over there for the Big Dipper and he goes, oh, it's behind you now. It's not like that. You're turning just around the sun so you can see the stars in the same spot. And the reason I didn't say the man's name is because I want you to go to Griffith Observatory and watch Center of the Universe. Learn for yourself. I'm not Google, damn it.